Jester falling. Good pick.
Got two.
Good pick.
Headshot.
5v2.
Don't overswing.
Got three.
There's two. Two ping.
Fucking hell, that's crazy.
Nice.
Oh, let's
nice.
fucking go,
Great
dude.
job, Link.
Woo. Holy fuck.
Holy.
First map of this best of 3, it is on Skyscraper. It's Skyscraper to open things up here, Bob, and we are diving into round 1 with Wicked on the attack and Infinity on defense. Yeah, it is a lot for Wicked to go up against, but it could all start with a nice early pistol round. And Old Gravy here is tucked in, the memer of the VRML, ready to maybe meme on Berserk, but gets memed on. Berserk catches the first kill, down goes Gravy, and an opening for Wicked on their offensive set. Berserk finds 2.
Beautiful episode from Berserk, getting a couple picks off. Ash also getting a follow-up pick. They're knocking them down left and right in that A site, but they got the attack going on right now, leaving just Evil Jester left.
Really nice bit of utility. EMP planted on the side there, and Jester alone, deep in the smoke, ready to push out and challenge the duo that holds this down. So many potential dangerous angles that they're going to have to push into. They can't see through walls like we can. They don't know where Wicked is set up, although that's a nice little headshot that'll take down lots of HP onto Lumi. Allows them to advance farther and farther, deeper and deeper into Sleepy Penguin's web as they get bitten, and down they'll go. Round 1 into the hands of Wicked. A good start on, I mean, that's the perfect start. They get their pistol set in the pocket give. They are ready to go for now a full buy if they want to, round 2. Yeah, it's into round number 2 we go as Berserk set up, begin their entry. Catch the first kill with the rifle over the top. Jester and the rest of this Infinity team are at a disadvantage. Utility and rifle-wise, but that doesn't matter. They still catch kills. Ninja goes, picks up one. Jester scoops up another, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. They get another bonus into the pocket for Ninja as the down the entry from Wicked, and Ash is alone with a pistol in hand. That means rifles and utility are going to go to Infinity off of this round.
He had a
Shut
torch,
down
never
the
mind, no
defuse. And, well, that is not what Wicked were hoping for on their round 2 after winning the pistol. It is more in line with what we expect on this map. But, Bob, well, we're all tied up, and maybe we're just going to go the whole distance here again for our next best of 3 this afternoon.
They gotta be very careful, otherwise I can see Wicked getting some pretty solid picks off there. As we're about to see right there from Wizard Gecko, right what I'm thinking about. You know, as Evil Jester can get some value out of it. Didn't quite work out for them there. Now forcing Infinity to play this in a 4v5 against them. It's not looking too good yet with their roaming gameplay. Only having one roamer out deep. So once Wicked got that pick off, they know it's probably 4 players. Oh, beautiful frag coming out, knocking down Ninja Tim there. As Wicked trying to get that attack into that hallway there.
Gravy tries to battle back everybody on the Wicked side, but goes down quickly to the likes of the stacked Wicked team now with 2 rifles in hand. Those rifle kills, those hero buys, as Gibbs said, are really big off the hero is. And Wizard Gecko for starting things the way they have. GTZ finds one, another goes down. Lynx picks a double up down the long hallway. It devastates the team of Wicked. The rifles are still alive and active, though, but for how long? Rui now in a close quarters battle loses in most cases to that Vezin.
Don't run away.
Let's see if Berserk can connect with it in their hands, or if they're going to try and push out for a Vezin of their own. They're going to drop back to at least get the EMP planted.
He's planting on
while
5.
Lynx rotates in. Can they get there in time to wallbang through and deny the EMP plant? No, they can't. Berserk's going to tuck in and defend.
Yeah, I think Lynx played a very smart gameplay there, knowing there's only 10 seconds left in the round. Sorry, I messed my words up. Pulling off, but that did allow Berserk to have some space to get some standing up, getting shot. Anyways, by Lynx, probably
that was
finish
a really
this one
good
up and get the
great 2v5 right
no,
there, boys. Great 2v5.
Never mind, they are going for the defuse to finish up that turn round right there. I mean, Lynx, just beautiful picks there down that hallway.
Oh, hurting me harder.
Bro,
you
own that bomb there? crazy, bro.
So many teams. Lynx locking in a big one
good
on
hold,
defense.
Guys. Really
Keeps
good
things
back.
in order for Infinity on their defensive set because, frankly, Bob, it was about to get out of order if Wicked managed to take that round and go up 2-1. The ping's coming in from Gravy that there's two pushing in. Gecko and Sleepy identified here, and Gravy flies to catch one. They weren't expecting the second. Sleepy thankfully didn't vault in with their teammate. Otherwise, that would have been a very easy double kill for Gravy. Instead, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Gravy continues to be aggressive on defense, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's the big trade-off.
Yeah, I think they had a similar setup here where they played this floor already, but it didn't quite work out for Jester that time around, but it did at least give a trade for Old Gravy right now. But that's not quite the, never mind. Link used to be getting a shot off in the back there. Now leaving Wicked down to 3 players left. I mean, it's looking a little hard. Jester's tucked away one of the corners, and the other players are holding on site. It's now down to Wicked if they can really take apart their one-off player and then get a good push into sight.
Yeah, it's tough. A tall order for them to work their way in
Yeah,
here. They need Berserk to catch Evil Jester on the swing. And they just that. That's the start of the comeback. Picking up that big kill, that doorway. Vital 1-2 punch. And now Lynx picking up Sleepy, keeping things in the favor of Infinity.
Yeah, rotate with us. Rotate with us. There's door blocker over there.
Maybe Berserk can scoop one up in the middle. Rotate, another goes down. Lynx can go wide. They'll go down. Great read from Berserk as they start to push in. Scoop up a double. They're looking for GTZ to lock in the end of this round, and they could only guess where they were. GTZ with a great crouch read pops up peekaboo style to scoop up the final kill, and Infinity just barely take their 3rd round of the day. Man, Bob really is a mine of knowledge we're going to have to tap into all day today on the analyst desk. Thank you so much, Bob. We love the insights between rounds here as we do get ready to get back into the shooty as Evil Jester catches their first kill, and Wicked are already down a player on their attack. Timing is everything. As the push comes in here, wall opens up, shots come through, immolation. Incendiary nade there thrown, and a nice smoke denies GTZ of the push that comes through. It doesn't deny Lynx vision, though, as they fly in. Door blocker here, they'll pop out around that, catch another Ash. Almost gets a refrag. They will get picked up by the rotation on the flank from Evil Jester. Took a little time, but it came through, and Infinity lock in a very clean round there, Bob. They look good on defense. Now they're in control of the pace, up 4-1.
And I'm curious to see how Evil Jester is going to make this one work out when they have like a 1v3 setup potentially happening here. To see if we can get some value out of this corner. Never mind. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! And never mind. A lot of action going on there. As Evil Jester just picked up a 3-piece there, and Lumi holding down that window.
Massive clutch. Wicked are in shambles, down to 2. They need to clutch back, but they can't get through with the door blocker. The simple utility pieces can do so much at this high level of competition. They really do push and move the offense around into positions they don't want to be in. Like the nade coming underneath, almost catching Ash. They'll finally get the door blocker down. Cost them a couple of bits of ammo and maybe even a nade. I'm not sure what that was, what they threw there. But the door blocker does go down. Ash throws on the active camo and is now going to challenge Gravy, who's about to peekaboo up here on the corner. No, their elbow peeks out around the corner instead, and Ash scoops up a kill.
Yeah, Lumi coming in on the opposite end. Looks like it's going for a very wide attack here with Lumi and Ash. And I'm wondering if it's going to work out for them, as it's still a 3v2. They have a numbers disadvantage right now against Infinity. So it's definitely not going to be an easy attack, especially a very wide one. But they're showcasing that, hey, they can get a couple picks in, even if they're down. They're able to make something happen here, especially after that beautiful 3-piece from Evil Jester way early in the round there. I did not expect to see that happen. But definitely exciting nonetheless when it did come out and came to fruition here. But I don't know. What do you think is going to happen between Lumi and Ash? Can they make something happen here?
Well, the time's going to tell us that story soon. 15 seconds on the clock. They have to push into sight. They fly into a double kill right away from GTZ, and we don't have to wonder how that's going to work out. The first half goes cleanly into Infinity's hands. They start map 1, 5-1 on the defensive side. Bob, is there any hope for the Wicked defense now going into the back half of map 1? The second half, of map number 1 here. If you are just tuning in, we reset economies, we swap sides, and now Infinity get their hand at attacking, and their hand at dying to Ash for the pistol as Ash picks up one, Sleepy with another. Ninja finally finds the refrag on the short corner, but not before Sleepy scoops up another kill. Jester here pushing in, Ninja on the corner there, scoops up a second kill. Great back and forth, but Infinity still down a player in a 2v3, make it a 1v3. Gravy has to fend off the push from multiple angles, and they get split apart by Wicked, who pull off a huge defensive round to open up their defensive set. Exactly what they needed, Bob. Here's the kickoff. You know, is it going to be 5-6 perfect rounds coming in from Wicked to lock in this first map?
I think they're going in for an A push though, seeing as they push down the staircase right now. I'm gonna get some value out of this, but again, there's that Realmer on the back. They gotta watch their backs, otherwise it might come to bite them in the butt.
Hey, watch out.
Here's a nade. It's nicely tossed. It forces Jester to expose their back to Sleepy, who finds the kill onto
Where's that
Jester.
Vis
coming through window?
Rolling
You guys gonna come
for
through window
Wicked.
a little bit?
Exactly how they were hoping. That rifle coming
I don't know what you
alive.
can do.
Now we're pushing into a whole setup and prepared defense. Sleepy Ash
One big flank.
doing a
some-
great
I want
job
some
of
people
denying
inside.
Lynx and the team.
Tim's inside, Tim's
entry
inside.
down. Ninja does make it inside,
We gotta
so
go.
does GTZ.
no.
Double quickly dying. Lynx GTV alone
I
gets
couldn't push
scooped
this
up by an
out.
aggressive
No,
Wicked
it's hey,
defense.
hey, wipe the one.
They look like they're feeling
it out,
good
wipe
with
it out.
4 left alive, 2 rifles carrying through off their investment. That's, well, it's definitely momentum swung now, Bob, into Wicked's favor. That there is one defending inside here. Wizard also on that great little head peek. Vaulted up onto the table and is just able to peek into the inside of that vent. No vent push is coming, though, as Evil Jester and Ash have a whole different bit of a fight on the other side of the map.
I mean, right now, Infinity getting this push into Radio, but not quite working out. They're getting shot down left and right. And Wicked, I'm just shocked right now. It is so different than how they've been playing on the attacking side, as they've been holding down this defensive side against Infinity, especially this current round, holding them down in that corner, lobbing frags and left and right, and getting a lot of shots, and especially through these wall bangs. I mean, they're getting so much value out of these wall bangs. Looking at players like Ninja Tim, they have to utilize the stems because of the amount of damage they're getting hit by.
Such a big buy-in from Infinity this round that if they don't get a success here out of it, they're going to be in a tough spot next round, as GTZ does catch a headshot with the Cadillo as it's intended for, but will quickly go down to their trio of Wicked that's left alive, and a 4v5 now on the scoreboard. Wicked continuing to take control of Skyscraper here. We're going the distance, Bob, that's for sure, in my mind at least. Yeah, it really has. Wicked are in control, but let's see if the eco round can pull off some magic. They're setting up for a B site push. They haven't had any sort of resistance so far, and everyone's here just on the other side of B, which is left
don't
wide
get it.
open.
I'm watching under.
Intentionally,
I'm watching
as
under.
a
No, right?
nade
There's
smoke
double tick
there.
here, guys.
No, no,
Is
no.
tossed.
Free at full.
That
Hey, what's coming closer?
Hey,
I got Sleepy. I got Sleepy.
Yeah, I got
don't want to commit to it. The door blocker goes down, and now they just have the defense of it.
Nice
GTZ
shot,
finds one with the Viper
double
over
kick
the
that
top.
best you can get
Headshots
out.
onto
What you got?
Ash.
Hey,
Wicked are down to 3.
There's a stem in the hall as
Looking
well.
good on their eco
You don't have fun,
round,
it doesn't
just
look
like
like
I said.
We can push
Like
the
I
other
knew
side.
what
Hey,
happened.
rotate,
I knew this was
rotate.
coming. I predicted it for sure, Martin.
Shot.
It's a solid 4v3 right now. Make it a 4v2.
Yeah.
They're barreling into objectives.
hey,
These
hey,
SMGs on the short range. It's very difficult for this offense to. Oh my goodness, that nade was huge. Time goes up 2-2. Vault quickly down by Wizard, and Gecko can't spin to cast the final kill.
Secured it.
It
Let's
is the
go.
eco
Yes,
round
good job,
from
boys.
Infinity. They
was
are
amazing.
just a round away from locking in this map. That is, how does that happen, Bob?
And really hold things out right now is anyways Infinity setting up, trying to get some push in. Never mind, gets some beautiful frag there from Lumi, able to knock out some players and really slow down the attack there from Infinity.
Oh, that's terrible for this Infinity team. They were ready to move into a perfectly timed nade from Lumi that shuts that down, though. They're still watching for Evil Jester and Wicked. Well, they're hanging on off of what, again, was a vital double kill clutch. Watch the backside flank rotation coming in as well from Wizard Gecko as it catches one. Yeah, it's going to be a maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be a save round. They're gonna hold on to these rifles, I think. Bob, I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not gonna bring you in because the action's unfolding. Jester vaults in, and they waste 2 rifles. I don't know if that was the right call because now they got nothing. Wicked are up 5-6, looking at tying this map and pushing us to a map 3 guaranteed. But what's the economy like for the Infinity squad with only being, yeah, if they had kept those 2 rifles, they'd have 4 right now, Bob, but they instead try to go for the 2v4.
We're on round 12. There's only 1 chance left for Infinity to win, and 1 chance for Wicked to tie. We'll see who walks away the winner.
Okay.
One's hugging the
Oh
corner.
boy,
He'll
round
swing you if
12,
he's
we're here,
flying.
we made it. A
Okay.
nade comes in, that catches
Nice.
Sleepy. What the toss? That bounced off the inside of the vent, went down over to Sleepy. Gecko goes down, Infinity have
I'm
2.
coming in.
They're up 5v3 on the push on their eco round. Tell me, it clearly doesn't keep going because they
Jester,
tend
I
to
can't hear you.
continue to go into their
Don't
favor
say
as
it's right.
Jester one-taps Ruby in the head. Down goes Berserk and Ash is
It's
alone in a
hey,
1v5. What happened
phone wall,
for
it's
Wicked
one
on
wall.
defense? Ash has to be wondering the same thing. They clutch everything up here. Everyone pushing in. There's one and no. That's it. It's Infinity finally getting their way and locking in a round win off of the eco round. Bob, why even bother analyzing anything and predicting what's going to happen? Because what the heck? I mean, the Pistols and a Vezin persevere for a W on Skyscraper to go 7-5.
You know, Knight, I'm just not going to predict anything anymore. It hasn't worked out. It looked like, I mean, it looked like at the beginning of that, there was no way that Infinity was going to win. But it's always the eco rounds. It's always the eco rounds. I need to stick with my gut next time and just predict. But what a crazy matchup here on map 1. And you saw, I mean, this is a pretty even matchup here. Infinity, you know, as great of a team as they are, Wicked was responding to them. They put a lot of pressure on, brought this up to a 5-7 game. And look at these kills. I mean, Lynx GTV 14-9, Ninja Tim 11-7, Berserk 11-8, Sleepy Penguin 11-9. Those 4 players where I think really stood out for their teams. And I think if I was going to name an MVP of this match, it would have to be Lynx GTV for some of those crazy headshots that Lynx was cranking out in this game. But also Lumi. I think Lumi had some amazing frag grenades. I don't know. We saw some, I think, back on round 9. There was a great one from Lumi.
Yeah.
We saw a double kill from Lumi with those frags. So Wicked have been responding to Infinity. Now, they did lose this first map, so we'll see. I mean, this could damage their mental game here. But there is still a lot of time left in this series, and it's all about not taking those losses too early. And so you can, you know, if you go in with confidence, I think they can still pull ahead.
We're diving into our next map. Map number 2 is taking us to Hideout. Maybe they're faking out their opponent in Infinity and throwing in a player that they weren't ready for. But either way, Nessie's here, ready to push in. Infinity isn't wasting any time getting into the base and getting into this back storage area as Gravy flies through past the smoke. Finds one. Lumi emerges from the smoke, goes down in the chaos over the top. Berserk finds a refrag, and it puts Lynx GTV alone in a 1v3 trying to work their
Berserk's
way in.
waterfall.
With Berserk tucked down, the 1-2-3 tap there puts Wicked up 1-0 on their pistol set on defense. Definitely the start they needed. They could not allow Infinity to run into another solid start on the pistol side, Bob, because they have not been winning their pistol rounds.
They got to do something about it because they can't slack up on this. Otherwise, Infinity is going to get those kills. We've seen them happen, you know, do it several times over and do it pretty well. Anyways, they are getting that attack on A with a beautiful wall bang, though, from Berserk there, knocking out Old Gravy. Really good start right now from Wicked against Infinity, which is surprising. You know, we've seen Hideout tend to favor the attacking side, but what, you know, Bob had mentioned, Wicked's definitely doing a lot more numbers on that defending side for sure.
Ooh, Evil Jester challenged Berserk in the window on the other side. We were about to get over to their perspective, but they'll go down before we can. And it's up to the trio working their way over towards A. Not looking good for Infinity on their second round on the attack here, but it's kind of what we anticipated based on the loadouts. So not exactly unexpected for, I think, both teams, but can Infinity put any damage onto the side of Wicked is the question, because right now everyone on Wicked full health, rosy cheeks, and ready to defend the push in, which almost gets shut down there by GTZ.
Yeah, right now we're seeing that one roamer on the back from Sleepy Ping, and I wonder if they can get some value out of this. While Infinity is a little bit distracted, they make this attack right now on the A side, and they are just being held down right now. Not able to get really any push in. Sleepy Ping against a beautiful shot. Oh! And I don't know if you saw the little cheeky pick off, but they just did that right there. Berserk on the back end again. And now it's coming down to Lynx.
Lumi will find that final kill in sight, and Wicked a clean 2-0 on defense. No questions about where this one's heading in map 2. And an A-site push. We've seen a lot of A-sites pushes today, Martini. A lot of them not working for the teams that have tried them on A. I don't even know if I actually have seen maybe more than 1 or 2 successful A-site pushes so far this weekend. Maybe we can get another one here with Infinity set up, ready and waiting. Here comes some nades and utility. Gravy has to watch the long hallway. If they don't, it could be devastating news. Lumi finds one, and now Jester concerned about that potential threat from another rotation from Lumi. Jester will just dive in, though, get punished by Ash, and it leaves Ninja Tim alone in a 1v4. Yeah, get back, hold the rifle, and Nico seems to be the right pick. I don't know if they're going to do that or if we're going to see another dive in for a 1v4 like we did last map. I think it's going to be Ninja Tim getting to the roof and holding on to the rifle, though, Bob, so I think we can come to you. That bracket looks so interesting with Aspect as the winner, and again, Acer and Eternity taking their matchups in round number 1. So they'll be playing the first matchup, I think, or second, who knows, of Saturday. You're not going to want to miss that. You're not going to want to miss the action here. A blazing fast push that nets in 2 kills right away. Quickly pushing back this defense. Berserk down to nearly a slice of health, but will heal up. Pick up one through the wall. Ash finds old Gravy. We're into a 2v2. The eco round again paying off, and maybe there's something to be learned from this. Maybe they need to play this fast when they have rifles in hands instead. It's a little bit riskier to make that commitment, though, Martini. It's a little harder to make that choice.
Attack on Hideout, right? I don't know. I'm excited to see how much more, Wicked can hold this up, but I'm kind of scared. Can they do the same gameplay when we finally see them on the attack here? Anyways, Berserk getting that pick off on Ninja Tim. Now come down the Evil Jester as they come in on site alone.
Yeah, the right choice is to drop back, scoop the Vezin up, and try and make some magic happen. A side's open. Caught one little bit of damage. Forced back to rotation. Pushes up on Ash, and Ash bending back the advancement here. Jester still has plenty of HP, 45 seconds on the clock to work with. EMP is down. They do manage to pick it up, and they drop back to grab a health syringe to make themselves full HP. They can take control of the pace of this. They can get the EMP plant where they want to, tuck in and defend. I'm not sure what the consensus was from Wicked that the EMP was going to go B, but it's here getting planted on A. They know there's only one left alive, so they should push while the plant goes down, but they haven't quite yet. 14 seconds left. He has to plant. Time's ticking. Gets it. Has to turn and burn and can't get the pickup in time onto Wicked Berserk. Really good play there from Wicked. Smart play from Wicked on defense, not getting over aggressive. They realize the situation they're in, Gib. That is a high-level read from a team that really is experienced in the way of breachers, and they go up 4-0 on the defensive set here on map 2.
To win a little bit more when they go for that gym push there, right? And I'm wondering, never mind, should be picking the pick off there, now leaving it down to Old Gravy. Unfortunately, never mind, a beautiful wall bang there from Berserk on Old Gravy. Those 2 roamers now putting a lot of value in for the Wicked side. I don't think the Infinity players were expecting 1 or 2 roamers to be on that back end there, as they definitely got caught out. And again, I just keep saying, never mind, there's a lot of shots going on right on site now as they try to come in.
this may be a perfect set for Wicked. Quite frankly, they're looking at least a 5-0 here after taking out Lynx in the 1v4, and then I don't think Infinity have a whole lot to work with for round 6 in this first half. Wicked could just be sprinting to a map 3 at this pace. And, well, frankly, it makes me wonder if Infinity got lucky on Skyscraper in terms of keeping it as close as they did. But I don't know. Both of these teams very skilled. And in a game like Breachers, you really can snowball maps and rounds pretty strongly if you have the right economy management and find the right kills. So it's, an audio transmitter that gives away Lynx's position. But, yeah, it's still anyone's game. Even if they go 6-0, it could still be tied map 2, and we head to a map 3. At this stage, it does seem like map 3 is pretty assured, but we've seen the 4-2 get picked apart already. Berserk's here, making it a 5-0 and extending their lead that much further, Bob. It looks good for the Wicked defense right now on the start of this first half of map 2. They're still pretty close to a full buy at this stage. They've got some utility with health surrenders on the deck, and Ash here fending back nicely so far. The fully kitted defense pushing back the Garage play. Back and forth, though, does take us to a 3v2. Garage still to play as Sleepy holds things down.
Yeah, Sleepy now holding these angles. There's about 2 players left. I think the last 2 players on Infinity's side holding down the Garage. And I don't know, I've just seen some interesting gameplay from Infinity as they've not been saving at all. And I think that might have cost them this round as they are, down that 1 dozen. I know, economy disadvantage is not the biggest thing here as these teams have been doing amazing. But, I mean, this is literally down to 1 player difference right now. And it looks like Ninja Sim going in for that long reset to the other side to give another kind of an angle for Infinity to work with. And Evil just getting that pick off on Lumi. But that gets a refrag there from Chicken Tengen, now leaving it down to Ninja Tim.
The 1v2, Tim has to lock it in. Has the static emitter to worry about. Walls open up, but another static emitter there. The double utility coming in. That's a smoke to deter the angle peek from Tim, and Tim does get a little information. They'll try to peek the short corner, but Sleepy forcing that peek or reading it well. Nabs a 6-0 first half for Wicked. They perfectly sweep their defensive side, and Bob, all they need to do is win a pistol round here to get rid of this team on map 2 and take us to a map 3 decider.
I mean, they just got to hold this one out and win this through. I mean, 1 match point. Look, Lumi getting a perfect shot out there on Evil Jester. They were not expecting that. Now leaving 4 players on the sites there. But it looks like they still have a couple, players a little bit offside, playing a little extended against Wicked. And I'm wondering if, what's Wicked thinking as they're making this entrance right here. It looks like probably going in for that B attack, as that's been very consistently a useful attack for these 2 teams as they make this push in. And Ninja Tim getting piped off on that lead.
Catches Lynx out. Gravy Scoops gets picked off by Berserk. The EMP play coming in with a flash to deter GTZ. But it's a 1v5 for GTZ. They have to clutch up a massive round here. Otherwise, Wicked are, I would dare I say we've guaranteed the advance on. But hey, low HP for Berserk, low HP for Sleepy. That's a 2-tap for GTZ. And then they're back into action finding heads if they can get rid of the rest of Wicked. So the 1v5 certainly on the table, but there's no saves, there's no ecos, there's no possibility. The Taurus is in the hands if there's ever a gun to use. To get the 1v5, the Taurus would be it. And we'll see if it's going to be enough. But this is Wicked's round to win right now. They are up. They've got the lead. I love that nade toss out to try and catch anyone defending on the outside because they assume the EMP's already planted. And they're now going to take over Garage. Still a lot to do here. As Ash is going to maybe peek out. No, there's 1. There's 2. Full HP players, no less. They're going to commit all the way out. 5. Oh, what?
Time.
Time ticks down. And, well, the comeback was starting there for GTZ, but the EMP is planted. It's Wicked taking the map. We're headed to a map 3 decider, Bob. I don't know what got into the juice of Wicked between last round and this round, but that looked like a very different team on Hideout.
I was going to say, can you believe that this is the score of map 2 after what we saw on Skyscraper? It looked so close on Skyscraper, but here will be Wicked came to play here on Hideout, and I'm very curious to see what happens on this 3rd map. We could potentially see a winner of the series here. And right now, it looks like it's even both ways. It could be Infinity, it could be Wicked. But after that performance, I mean, that was just incredible from Wicked. They played a perfect game of Hideout.
You're real natural, Bob. Just like these teams are naturals at the game of Breachers, they are going to be jumping into map number 3, which is going to take us to Factory. And here we are, round 1 kicking off. It's Wicked on the attack and Infinity on the defense. This is where the series gets decided, Bob. It's the last map of the weekend entirely here. It's been a long one, but man, it's been action-packed. If it ties, it goes to rounds. So then rounds would determine who wins. So it would go to Wicked then in that case as the winner if we do tie here. So we're not going to play that third map at this stage because we have winners in each map and they have different scores. If the rounds were all the same and we were tied on rounds, then we'd play the third map is my understanding of how that, or that fourth map is how that would have worked. So, you know, we're getting a champion here at the end of this one. This is going to decide who comes out and advances into the semis.
Anyways, pretty good start off right here from Wicked as they try to come in and get a beautiful frag early on there. And Evil Jesters, they were stuck in that corner right now. And Infinity struggling right now to just hold down Wicked from having something happen here. But I think their attack might have some value coming out of this when they make this initial push onto B-side again. Infinity.
Wicked absolutely have woken up. 7-0 map 2 and now coming in with an early kill lead, pressuring B site right away, getting aggressive on the offense on the pistol round. Definitely seems to be paying off for them as they open up B site. They're going to work their way through. More utility coming out to deter rotations, but Gravy finds a nice headshot as they try to push through. GTZ scoops up another head. And just like that, the Wicked offense that was looking clean and set up gets shut down. Good holds from the Infinity squad.
For sure, but we have to look at that, you know, not just the economy, but also I guess you can call it health economy. I mean, just looking at players like Link and Old Grave. Never mind, Old Grave gets a pick off on Sleepy Penguin there, and the one player with 12 health to their name, as I was just talking about that, you know, health economy here. But even though it's disadvantaged right now for Infinity, their defense is looking really strong right now. And I don't know, I first thought Wicked was gonna come in and just keep this rolling with that momentum, but I'm not seeing that quite yet as they pushed back. A beautiful push back from Infinity, by the way.
Oh my, another one for GTZ. How many headshots are they going to find with that Taurus? How many more people are we going to see join the Taurus Bible Discord? How many more worshippers are there supposed to be? Because, well, it's only going to go more from here. I think I saw the other day when in a matchup where Bob was hosting, he didn't catch it on his hand, but I did in my recording. There was a shrine to a Taurus where they were bowing down and worshiping the Taurus before the round, trying to give it the right juice. Maybe Nessie gave their Taurus the right juice. No, they didn't check hard enough on the Lynx's corner. Lynx pops out, finds the kill, and 3 left alive for Infinity on their defensive set.
Yeah, and I think Nessie was trying to get in there, be a little sneaky. Unfortunately, they did get picked out from the teams there. They know that, hey, I saw someone hiding behind that, you know, breachable door there, but it didn't quite work out as Nessie peeled offside now. And it looks like the attack right now from Wicked is going to be developing on Locker, getting this push into B-side pretty soon. But no strong pushes yet from either team. Never mind GTZ getting picked off there from Berserk on that long corner, it looks like, which is crazy. I mean, that's just usually a bad pick for someone attacking, but it worked out perfectly for Wicked's team there.
One of the authors, what is this, like a Mark, Luke, and John kind of thing for the Taurus Bible?
I mean, they actually have a Bible out. I read it. I read it. I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty useful tip for the Taurus.
Hey, they're pushing me, they're pushing me.
Yo, hey, got one over the top.
Hey,
Ninja up next. They'll peek the corner, and now Nessie alone. Can't find all the kills they need, not against those rifles.
What'd you say,
Clean second round for Wicked. It's kind of what you expect with those rifles in hand. We don't expect the eco rounds to go the way of the team ecoing. Wicked looking to get something on the board. They need anything at this stage. A and B, both on the bottom basement floor. We go back to where we started with the pistols. This time rifles in the hands of everyone.
I mean, we saw them have an attack here earlier. It started developing very well, but it just kind of falls apart. And we keep seeing that right now with Wicked, where their attacks do get set up. They start having, having something happen here, but it just falls apart. With that Infinity defense, he's just tearing it down one by one. And Ninja Tim getting a beautiful trip mine there on Sleepy Penguin, as they were not expecting that, giving them a really good entrance.
How does that trip mine still kill people? I've seen like 4 deaths so far this weekend on that trip mine. Nobody watching and learning. You got the top players need to evolve their strategies. But hey,
I think it's like all the shots going on in that room. You just kind of lose focus, and you just run. You just running and bam.
GTZ is gone with Lumi finding that there. For heavy presence here over B. Lumi tries to go through, but times things on Lynx will scoop up that. That's a trio left for Wicked against the trio. Infinity.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a tough corner. They couldn't push in the corner before. They look going in for it again, and I'm not sure Berserk has it. But never mind. We got to pick up on Evil Justice there, and Lynx able to get that frag there. Now Lynx getting another pick off again. Unfortunately, comes down to Ash, and never. Oh my God!
I'm trying.
Catches the headshot through the smoke. Absolute chaos. Uh-oh. Ash, don't die. Oh my gosh. Almost died to that static emitter and lost the rifle, Bob, but they're through, and it's the first round into the pocket of Wicked. Just timing and waiting, minute 3 left on the clock. They gotta move soon.
Flash.
Yeah, coming down to the wire pretty soon. And I mean, Infinity, again, their defense just been holding it down. Greg getting a stop. And Lynx on the follow-up there, but Ash doesn't get that refrag. But doesn't matter. Old Greg getting another. Never mind, they got refragged themselves. It is literally moving too fast right now between these two teams as Berserk gets another one.
Beautiful headshot there after picking up the kill through the wall. We get into a 2-2. HP favors that of the Infinity squad, but this could be Wicked tying it up on the attack. This second point, like we were saying, could be vital for this Wicked squad. And pillaging the resources, they will lose one. No nice refrag there, though. Jester completely committing to the retreat, gets caught out with their back to their opponent. And now Nessie's in a 1v1 with the clock ticking down. 45 seconds left. Ninja Tim holding things down inside sight nicely, ready and waiting for that approach from their opponent. But so far, Nessie is taking things slow. They can't go too slow, though. 30 seconds left. Now they're pushing into sight. Ninja still staying tucked in. Are they going to get the plant through? Ninja may let the plant come in. No, they waited beautifully. Spring out to catch the kill. And Infinity put 3 on the board. That would have been, I think, Bob, very bad news for that Infinity squad if Wicked had gone 2-2 there on that round. Kind of a substantial investment here, Martini, into a meme weapon, but not really.
Holy fuck, they're all through window. All window.
They push right here. Out. Gravy goes down for Sleepy. Nessie pushing in with that shotgun in hand. Pennypacker using that shotgun quite often. The good replicate it. Not at range, though, as GTZ tosses a nade. Pops to the head. Looks for the triple. Advancing down through the smoke and nearly catches. Sleepy will go down to a incredibly confident Infinity defense with 4 alive. There is no hope for the Wicked team there on that round. And going into our last round of the first half, maybe they'll be able to buy enough here, Bob, to put up a threat. But, man, Infinity looks good here on the defensive set. And Hardware, it's a exciting time to be a NA top team in the Breachers scene. And super exciting to watch these series unfold before us as Wicked
they don't have enough
ready
money for
to make
stims.
their breach.
Even a little bit of wallbang, like
yeah, this is definitely the moment we keep talking about for Wicked. If they have to have something happen here. Never mind. Evil just getting a shot through on Berserk there as they were not expecting that. And now pushing, Wicked into a 4v5. And this is just not looking good because Wicked, because even though they've been dominant on that defending half, you want to get as many points as possible on this attacking half.
mostly healthy Wicked
running
squad,
out
but
of time,
still
we got a
down a
minute.
player,
Yeah,
trying to
swing.
push into A site. Here's the smoke.
There's a smoke, there's a
That
fucking
will
probably,
deny
like, be on my
vision.
swinger, like,
Force rotations out of this defense.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
ain't like that though. Will completely throw a wrench in the plans. Rolls perfectly out through the smoke. Scoops up a double kill and just bounces through the doorway. And Nessie able to at least get one out
Watch
of
the
that
swing,
smoke.
watch the swing.
GTZ going down. Still a 2v4
Nessie's back plant,
for
one's
Wicked
back
to
plant.
work with. The first half, just a couple of kills away from
One left,
Infinity
Nessie was on two
clutching
ping
it up and going 5-1. Nessie goes
Nice.
down.
Go.
Good
And
job,
Infinity
boys.
are 2 rounds away from being crowned the champion and advancing to the semifinals next weekend. Bob, it's within their reach. They can taste it. It's so close. Pushed up pretty aggressive here, hoping to catch out some kills. The bot nade there does get Sleepy a kill on the GTZ, but they go down to almost no health off of their own frag bouncing back, I think. I think that was Ash's. No, I don't know whose nade hit them, but someone's nade nearly killed Sleepy. That pistol killed Sleepy. Ash flies around, doesn't get anybody. There's too many
Time, one hit,
targets, a
only
target-rich
point,
environment
hit, two.
that ends up spreading the damage around. Infinity have 4 to the 3 of this defense, making it 2. Nessie going down. Lumi and Berserk full HP with a big nade from Lumi to keep things close. Look at the
Yeah,
HP
it's
on
looking
Infinity.
really mixed right now. It's looking able to pick off there, leaving it out.
Oh!
Berserk, never mind. It's a
Oh.
1v1 and never mind. Evil Jester with the clutch there right at the end, leaving 6-1. I don't know. I am shocked. I mean,
1 HP on Evil Jester, Bob. They flank just at the right time. They get that final 1-2. They get the double. They get lucky that they didn't get snap turn because they didn't get the 1-2 tap. They had the 1-2-3-4 tap to get that kill. But that's not going to stay that
here,
way,
some here,
especially
three.
if Wicked
It's close.
lock this in, which they
I know we're here
need
now,
to
so we gotta
do
be
to
fast.
stay
I'm gonna play
alive
this wall too.
in
Okay?
season 1
Use
to
them.
move on to the semis.
Okay.
The loser here is
Paper
done
room's
and gets eliminated out
Use them
of
and
the
paper room's good.
postseason. No chance at the
One's
prize, but at
mid-side,
least they
one's
get to go
mid-side.
home with the
Okay.
consolary
One
prize
mid-wall.
of skin.
Let me see wall.
But that's
One,
all they'll be
two,
going home
three.
with. So neither of these
One
teams
wall.
wants that. They
One.
want that cash. They want the heart. And they're challenging out to push onto the backside of A. Everyone from Infinity here. Loud crowd blasting down.
One on flank, one on flank.
Infinity's playing very aggressive, going blitz again because it worked out so well in the previous round. But things are going back and forth right now. Shots are being applied. Oh my goodness! And it's now down Berserk getting another pick off on our GTZ in the back, and now leaving it down to Ninja. Tim, how many people died? Was it like 10 seconds, 15
Yeah, it
seconds?
really was.
Lost
Flash
track,
of
lost track.
action. SMGs of all things coming out on top.
I know. Yeah, it's just not looking good, but not an impossibility right now. Looking, never mind. Ninja Tim turns in the worst possible moment, giving Nessie that easy shot out on them. And this might be exactly what Wicked need.
Saying save. But Ninja went for it. Ultimately, it didn't work out. Here they go with the full send.
Berserk catches one right away. They're flying into objective site. Sleepy scooping up another. Not letting any kills drop so far on the Wicked side. Instead, shutting down Infinity, making this go around a quick one. Ninja will find one. Rifle in hand finds 2. Rifle in hand doesn't find Ash or the third. And Wicked have 3 alive. Carrying on to the next round. I mean, what was that, a 30-second round? Done and dusted. Infinity now have economy, so now's the time for them to slow things up. Bob, I mean, was that intentional? Just fly in and get it over with?
From this Wicked defense, if this Wicked defense can just lock in and hold it down to the 6 points, it's gonna be a crazy night. It's gonna be a crazy night for sure.
It'll be absolutely insane as Infinity here setting up for the A side push. Nades and utility coming in. What a good read from Ash to throw the incendiary in time as that foam opens things up. Down they come from Ninja. Nessie finds 1 or 2. Lumi there scoops up another. And we're trading back and forth. Infinity have 2 left. Ninja makes it a 2v2. Old Gravy holding down the flank from the stairs. It's not going to come. Ninja and Gravy have control of A. Instead, they got to worry about the upper floor being the threat as Sleepy and Berserk are on the 2nd floor. Not even down here on objectives floor. want to have you jump in just yet because there's 30 seconds left, but think about that because frankly it could spell the difference in success in the later rounds, which they need. And Sleepy finds one. Gravy swung in, went right down the hatch, tried to grab EMP, but didn't do that, and I just misread it. Gets the EMP, able to rotate around. 6 seconds. They gotta plant it now.
Oh
4.
no, it's game. It's
no.
I think it's game. Isn't it 5 seconds to plant? Oh.
Wow, it's the round into the hands of Wicked. At least they'll eco Wicked victory. That's the real question on everyone's mind right now.
Yeah, it's just looking crazy. I mean, Infinity already kind of a little bit lower on the health economy, but again, they got those syringes, so it's all fine. But Wicked dominating on this defense. Can they keep doing the same exact thing that they've been doing in this upcoming round? And I'm waiting to see what Infinity can do. They have to mix up their gameplay because it just hasn't been working out for them at all. Frag going deep, but unfortunately gets caught out by some of the little plant pot there. I'm not working out for them, but I don't know. What do you think is gonna happen, Nightfire? It's kind of slow right now.
Could have gotten caught out bad there, but rightly so. Read the nade coming in. Lynx has the EMP, tries to plant. Sleepy's on the backside. Lynx tucks in to avoid Sleepy behind them. What a crazy, awkward spot. The immolation nade isn't damaging them in the tight corner there. They're going to be able to hold on for a little longer as Infinity is down to just GTZ alone. It's going to be 5-6. Are you kidding me? Nessie finds the kill, and Wicked are 1 point away from tying map 3 and taking the win, advancing on to the semis next weekend. How did this happen? What a slip up from Infinity. 6-1 lead gets squandered now, and here we have a 12th round playing out, Bob. If you don't understand what's happening right now, the way that this works is if a 6-6 happens, Wicked will win because they will have more rounds won overall than their opponent. We do not play a 4th map. Wicked will advance. If Infinity win, they'll take the 2nd map win. Rounds don't matter. They advance. Lumi opens things up with a shot through the wall onto Jester, and already Infinity are down 1. Sleepy scoops up a trip mine kill. GTZ with the frag. Infinity are getting blasted apart here, although finally a kill connects from Old Gravy, but it's only 1 in a sea of kills that they've had come through onto their side. It's Wicked up 4-2.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's all I gotta say. Oh my god! Like, what can Infinity? Never mind. Oh, Grim coming in. Oh, shut off. Now come down to 3-2 right now from Infinity. They have to keep doing. They have to just clutch. They have to just continue clutching the whole time to win this one out. Otherwise, it's gonna leave it down to Wicked. I mean, look at that. They just killed so many beautiful, shots coming in on that beginning of this round right now. I'm waiting for Infinity. They're probably thinking, they're racking their minds like, how can we come back and fight against Wicked right now? Wicked, the underdog coming into this game.
The nerves got to be getting to him now. The hands trembling. They're feeling the pressure as everything comes down to locking in this 2v3 of all things. I bet we're going to a 1v1 if I had to say it so myself, just to round this round off. But hey, B sights the play. Minute 30 left. They've opened the wall. Gravy's pushing in deep to objective. Catches 1. Catches not 2. And there's Berserk with the double. Wicked tie it up. They will be our champions and advance on to the semifinals off of a tie in map 3. A massive comeback down 6-1. Somehow this Wicked team has put the W on the board. Bob, is this what you expected here today? Because it's not what I thought was going to happen.
Really not. I think, my prediction for this was actually Wicked wins this. I know that there have been a lot of votes for Infinity, but I've interviewed Wicked twice, and I've gone up against their players in pub lobbies. They know how to play this game. They know what they're doing. And look at this. They beat Infinity. Nightfire, can you believe this? I mean, if we look at the NA standings, take a look at this. Aspect, number 2 seed, out of the championship. Infinity, number 3 seed, out of the championship.
Right to script. Yeah, I'm just going through my script as you go through this, Bob, because I'm just checking them off. We made sure we covered everything here, and the last one was to have this come down 6-6. So The script's looking good. We nailed it in our broadcast this weekend, everybody. Hats off to the teams for playing. What a crazy set, Bob. This is why you tune into the championship. This is why we're here for the postseason, Martini. You go get better games than this.